To you too. This is a very important topic, something that's been on my mind for at least a week and a half, and I've gone back and forth. Should I talk about it? Yes, I should. Are people going to be interested in it? Maybe not, but if there's one person that's interested in this or gets something out of this, it's worth it, and that's how come I'm going to press forward. And it's titled The Ugly Side of Marriage and Finances. If you don't know my history, in the past I used to be a financial counselor here where I work. Loved it. Did that for about 6 years. My job now is more of a social worker. That's exactly what I do. And the program that I manage is called TAP, Transition Assistance Program, TAP. But in the last week and a half, I've been involved in 3 cases that have nothing to do with my program. And it makes me think, because if you are familiar with my channel or myself, you know that I love finances. A coworker of mine walked into my office and he had his phone on speaker, and there was a woman, don't know her name, never will know her name, she's not even local to where I work, who was in panic mode, crying, hysterical, upset, angry, a bunch of emotions. To be honest with you, I think I know what she was experiencing, but I really can't say I know what she was experiencing. Her husband passed away a few months ago, and for some reason it sounds like they did not communicate about their finances or have a plan when he would depart this world, and she's struggling, and I could hear it in the voice. My coworker took care of that. Don't know whatever happened to that. One scenario. Next one is here, an email that I received. It's titled, "Help, Please." It's a retiree, female, military, who is saying that they don't have any food to eat or any money to buy food because they went to a funeral and because their tires needed to be replaced, so that's where they spent their money. And that is another example of the ugly side of marriage and finances. And then the last example, a few days ago I had a spouse walk into where I work crying because she's going through some challenges with her husband who's military, and he is not supporting the family financially. No communication in about almost 2 weeks. Again, the ugly side of finances. I'm not a marriage counselor. I've learned from a lot of my mistakes. I love to share information from my mistakes so others can learn. More importantly, I love to learn from my mistakes. Of course, I watch others and see what successful people in marriages do or successful people with their finances do, and I go after that and try to do that. I'm coming up on almost 23 years of marriage. It hasn't always been easy, but I love it. And we started off broke. That's just the way it was. We had 6 pieces of luggage and our little boy, our son, who was 7 at the time. That's how we started. Fast forward almost 23 years later, our son's 30, and we have a daughter as well who's 21. And my wife and I do what we need to do, which is awareness, communication about finances, adjustments about finances. We're not always going to agree, but I'm blessed to have an individual who works with me, and I work with her as well, in the sense that we live a good life. Considering in the last 6 months, I lost 60% of my retirement, of my pay, my income. So it's less money, but I've always said it's not how much you earn, it's what you do with what you earn. And this is a very important topic because marriage is a beautiful thing, but it's not easy. And I think the trend or latest numbers is half of the marriages end up in divorce. That's unfortunate. I grew up in a family where that was the trend at least 2 times, maybe even 3, with my mom. And I learned from that and said, I want to do things different, and I want to succeed, and it's not always easy. And I'm not going to say that in my marriage we are on autopilot or that we have figured things out. It still takes work. Communication, awareness, adjustments. But the reason I share this to conclude is because I get to see a lot of things in marriages here and there, and it's not even my program but I still observe that. And I want someone, at least one person, to benefit from this and say, hey, what can I do different, or what can I learn from him or from her? So when you are married or already married, you can be successful in your marriage and celebrate marriage, celebrate financial freedom as well. Think about it. Questions, comments, put them below. Have a great day.